Rejection sucks. It hurts. And I'm not here to tell you that it doesn't or it shouldn't. I'm not here for some toxic positivity, I promise you that. But rejection in itself is not the problem. Misinterpreting it is. So it's important to understand what actually happens when we do get rejected so that we can direct our emotions and our thoughts in the right direction and stop being a slave towards the pain that rejection causes. The most common thing we think of when we think of rejection is usually when it comes to a love interest, like a person that you really like, that piques your interest, that you potentially want to date, and they don't feel the same way about you. But it can also be a job that you applied for and you didn't get, or a person that you just platonically want to get to know and they just also don't feel the same way. Rejection comes in many different forms, but what they all have in common is that they give us this idea of ourselves that we would be when we would get that thing or that person. A lot of us know this scenario when you start liking someone and then all of a sudden you start envisioning the rest of your life with them, like wedding bells ringing, white picket fence, the whole thing. Or when you're envisioning yourself being accepted into a friend group that you really want to be in and you think of all these fun experiences that you're going to have together, these trips that you're going to take, these memories that you're going to make, or this job that makes you feel really proud and now you have this fancy company name behind you that you can really show off. Envisioning these things makes us feel loved and worthy and like we belong somewhere, like we're connecting with something or someone that's important to us, and we can see ourselves as this worthy person. So when we get rejected, it's not just the no that hurts. It's not just simply not getting what we want and being like bratty about it, but it's about that dream version of ourselves, that version of ourselves that is loved and proud and belongs somewhere. That bubble bursts. So we're essentially grieving a future that we thought we could have had and an idealized version of ourselves that we really want to be. So in these scenarios we talked about, you get told no in the beginning. So the dream kind of bursts before it ever even started. But you may have also already found yourself in a situation where you were already living the dream, so to speak. Like maybe you were already with a person that you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with, or you were friends with someone that you thought the friendship was going to last forever. And in this scenario, I believe it's a lot harder to digest being rejected in that way, because that dream has not stayed a dream and something that was just a fantasy. You have already lived it. You've already been in it. You're not divorcing the dream from where you were already at, but you're splitting your reality. There's something breaking off of your current reality, and it really is that deep. Like that is a very painful process, because chances are these things or these people have been part of your daily life, your daily routine, and still we're also part of the future they envision, because everything we live now we also envision kind of for the rest of our lives. So the grief in this scenario goes in both directions. It's not just the potential future that you would have continued with them, but it's also mourning the past that you had with them, maybe wondering if it was real, was it even worth it, like did you waste your time? It is very destabilizing, and these feelings are very real. And it's really important for me to talk about a third scenario that I think is really important and underrated and not talked about enough when we talked about rejection, because it's not that obvious, but it's the setup being the same. Like you've already lived the dream, so to speak, for a while, so you're already in the relationship, in the friendship, in the job, whatever it is. But that dream version of these things is dissolving in front of you. What I mean by that is you've lived it, but over time you realize that it's not what you think it was gonna be. Or you just realize that it changes. That can also happen. Like sometimes you might get with a person, for example, and you think they're the right one for you at one point, and then later on something might happen. They might do something, you might do something, or it's just life kind of taking you on different paths. But whatever you thought it was gonna be is not matching where you want it to go and what you want it to be anymore. So in this scenario, it's not someone else rejecting you, it's kind of the dream dissolving right in front of your eyes, and you feel that rejection within you. There's something in you already knowing that it's not for you anymore. In those other scenarios, it was someone else from the outside rejecting you, and then your dream bursts and you feel really disillusioned, but then reality catches up to it over time. But then in this scenario, it's the opposite. You feel the rejection on the inside first. So rejection is not always something that happens to you and that someone else does to you, but it's something that is felt. It's something that is misaligned, so you on the inside reject it. And even in that scenario, you're still grieving the same thing. You still probably mourn the past that you had with this person or with this friend or with this job and the future that you thought you might have. So in all of these scenarios, on either side, reject her or reject it, there's always this sense of disillusion, the dissolving of a dream that you thought you might have or that you did have, and it's just not there anymore, whether you're realizing it first or someone else forces you to realize it by rejecting you. They all have the same things in common. And all of these uncomfortable feelings that come with it are really valid. Grieving a future that you thought you might have or mourning a past that you had are all valid. Feel them. You're not wrong for feeling them. You shouldn't feel any different about them. It's very real. It makes you human. But the problem arises when we stay stuck on that dream. Reality is already catching up now. Like either you feel the rejection on the inside or someone else rejected you. Either way, reality is reorganizing around you. It's telling you, listen, this thing, this person is not for you anymore. That's what rejection is. It's literally reality reorganizing itself around you. You still have the choice to accept that or not. But not accepting it will do nothing for you other than drowning in that pain. It will not let you move forward. It will not give you any agency over your life because you are still stuck on, no, this can't be. This is what I am supposed to have. This is what my life is supposed to look like. While literally reality is showing you that it's not. When you do that, you willingly keep yourself in a distorted state that is literally not reality anymore. It might sound dramatic, but that's really what it is. Any sort of rejection means that that thing was not for you. And I think that's really important to say, and I really want you to hear me when I say that, because people sometimes are like, especially when it comes to relationships, for example, it's like, no, this person was really for me. Like that was my person. But your person literally is not gonna reject you. Like think about it. It doesn't make sense. Why would anyone that's for you reject you? You're literally torturing yourself by thinking that. The person that is for you is first and foremost someone that wants you. And the same goes for friendships or any sort of relationships or jobs or any sort of examples that you could possibly come up with. Life is not conspiring to hurt you. What you want wants you, and what's right for you is trying to get to you. That's that. And trust me, I get it. I'm not diminishing the pain. Again, like the pain is real, but the pain does not mean you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you're never gonna get what you want, or the one thing that was for you is now gone. That's not what it is. Cherish it for what it was, mourn it for what it was, but continue to live. You had a life before that thing or that person, and you will have a life after that. No one thing in the world, no one person, not one friend group, not one job, not one nothing will ever determine your worth as a person. When things start reorganizing around you, be thankful that you're being shown the truth. Matter of fact, you should always want things that are not for you to leave your life and things that are for you to come into your life. Feeling pain afterwards is not proof that you will never be happy again or that you have to hold on to it no matter what. It's just proof that you are capable of love, you are capable of being connected, you are capable of dreaming, living that dream, going after what you want, and you will continue to do that. You will continue to go after what you want. People that are for you will continue to come into your life. Jobs, things, travels, trips, countries, whatever is for you will continue to enter your life, but be aware that you have to make space for it. If you hold yourself stuck in the what should have, could have been, chances are you will close yourself off to opportunities that were supposed to come into your life and pick you back up again. Literally, one door closes and others open, but imagine yourself like that door that closed, you're just like trying to rip open and like break through and whatnot, while the others are like wide open, just waiting for you to walk through and see what life has to offer. Like remember also, life is always moving, always changing, and so are you, and so should you. Care for yourself, be patient for for yourself. Love yourself in these instances and trust that life is working for you and is not conspiring to hurt you forever. This pain is supposed to be temporary, so make sure you don't prolong it by keeping yourself stuck on a fantasy that was not meant to happen. If you're currently going through some sort of rejection or you've recently gone through something like that, I really hope this video helped and it helps shift the perspective a little bit. Just know that I feel for you and the pain that you're going through, and I really have so much empathy and compassion for you, but know that you will be fine again. If you've been through something like this and you have your own tips or like perspectives that you feel like helped you, then please let me know in the comments below. And also, if you have anything that you would like me to talk about in my next videos, then please let me know in the comments below. I've been very thankful for the growth recently. I've been very happy to see that this channel is growing, so if you like, please leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment anyways, even if you don't have anything to say for this specific topic. I love to talk to you and respond to the comments and see that people interact with this channel. Take care of yourself and I'll see you soon.
Dragged by my feet and pulled up by the moonlight, lungs filled with hope, hands caught up in a riptide. No, no, don't you